Hi everybody, I'm a little late for my live at 5, but I have some really cute projects for you. I'm sorry I'm late. Just had one of those days. So I'm going to just get myself pulled up on my iPad and my laptop. When you jump on, just say hi and let me know where you're from. And we'll get started here. And even if you're watching on replay or you're watching on YouTube, I would still love for you to comment and let me know where you're from. And we can get to know each other a little bit. Some of you that will be watching, I probably know where you're from, but just wanted to just make sure. I'm pulling up myself on my Facebook. There we go. If I can't see on my iPad, I can't see what. If I can't see on my iPad. Sorry. Oh, I'm having technology issues today. So bear with me while I get going. That's actually why I'm late getting started today. So I'm Joey Hartman. I'm usually live on Wednesdays at usually live at 6:30 on Wednesdays, and I will be this Wednesday also. But we have new products with Stampin' Up coming out, and I wanted to get on and show you some projects with them, and I'll also offer you a special deal today. Oh, there's Kay. Hi, Kay, and Donna's on. Perfect. All right, so it looks like I'm live and I can see everything. So welcome, and let's go ahead and get started. Hang on, I'm gonna flip something on my phone, and then I'll go upside down. Well, let's see if this is going to work. So my toolbar has changed. Facebook is always busy messing with this. And let me see what happens here. Nope, that's not it. So I think what's going to happen today is that I might be upside down, so I'll just make sure that I try to show you everything right side up. So hang on a second, let me get this going. Okay. All right, we're just gonna go with it. That toolbar, it has disappeared, so we're just going to go ahead and make this work. So hang on, I'm gonna turn you down to my table. And I'll try really hard to remember that you're going to be watching upside down if I don't turn things around so you can see them. So let me turn my host code this way so you can see it. There's always such fun things happening on Facebook. It's just I never know what I'm going to have coming on. What I want to show you mainly is, and everything's very crooked. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. I'll get it fixed as we go along. I'll keep watching how it's showing up to you and see if I can't get it squared up a little bit better. There's a new suite of products coming out, and they're called Fitting Florets. They have 2 stamp sets, a set of dies, paper, and oops, let me turn these around for you. Sometimes when Facebook does these updates, it takes them a week or so to get things back to normal. So I'm sorry about that. I'm going to switch my phone just a little bit more. And there's Jen. So the whole suite, that's what the whole suite consists of, is two stamp sets, dies that go with this stamp set. This is a bundle. This is called Fitting Florets. And the fun thing about this is there are several oval shapes, and I'm going to show you some special things about that as we go along. So these 3 ovals, and then these 3 leafy dies. So those are all just kind of on their own, and then the rest of these guys you can cut out of the images in the set. So that's what that is. Hi, Pam. Thank you, Pam, for sharing. That's so nice of you. Thanks, everybody, for sharing. I haven't even been watching. Diane's on. Carol's on. I think that's everybody I'm seeing so far. And it looks like some of you are friends, so that's kind of fun. All right, so let me show you the paper, and then I'll tell you the nitty-gritty on all this stuff. So the paper comes in 12 by 12, and the paper, so I'll show you both sides of it. That's both sides of that one. The paper is only going to be available. This is one of my favorite ones. We're going to make a card with this tonight, and on the back of it is the pink. We're going to make a box with that one. And then this paper, which I don't think I showed you yet. So this one, yeah, that's on the back of that blue one. So this one, you can actually cut out some of the images in the paper with. So this die cuts out this image in the paper, the dark pink ones. And I'll show you more of that in a moment. And it also cuts out this flower, and I'll show you a card I made with that as well. So let me keep going through the paper. So this paper is meant to be actually a mix of somewhat Christmassy, so you're going to see a lot of berries, and you've got the navies and the greens and the whites, because you can get a second stamp set that's also only available while supplies last. Here's this one, and then kind of a plain pattern on the back of that one. The stamp set, the paper, this one has pink. I really like this one. We're going to also make a card with this tonight. Well, let me get done showing you the paper, and then I'll talk about the what's what. So this is another blue and green one, and then we've got gingham on the back, which I love. So we're going to use several of these tonight to make some cards in a box. Now, the paper and this stamp set, and let's see if I can move this back just a touch. That stamp set and these dot and the gems, so these are little gold swirls. They're only available while supplies last. So last time we had a special like this, the paper and the gems sold out right away. We didn't have a stamp set that wasn't going to continue the last time, and I see that's backwards. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't think I can fix that. Here, hang on. Maybe I can. Just a second. Bear with me. I'm sorry for all these changes with Facebook. They just are so frustrating. So let me see if I can finish that. Okay, yes, it is such pretty DSP. Let me go back into the toolbar here. I'm going to switch this. Now I think when I turn you back down, I think everything might be reading the right way. Let's see if it does. Yeah, oh good. At least you'll be able to see things, read things in the right direction. So that'll help at least. Okay, so these three things are while supplies last only. About a year ago, I think it was, they had a special on some ocean paper and a bundle and some gems. The gems and the paper sold out right away. So not too many people got to have them because they went away. So that's one reason I'm doing this special tonight. So if you buy this suite, you get, let me put this back in here, the DSP, this stamp set, these dies, this stamp set, and these gems. That's what comes in this suite. And the suite is normally with Stampin' Up! With tax and shipping, at least for tax and shipping from Nebraska. So it's normally $97.50, and that's before tax and shipping. Okay, so now I'm offering a special if you order this suite from me through just the end of today, or you could email me later and say you want it and we'll figure it out in the morning. I'm offering it for $78.50, so I'm offering it for 20% off if you buy the whole suite. Now I'm also taking orders for just the bundle, or the stamp set, this single stamp set framed and festive, or the DSP, or the gems. So if you want those things, I'm not discounting, but I am discounting the whole suite if you want to purchase that from me. And right now, I will put the registration link so you can go in and actually see what I have to offer, I'm just copying it out of my notes right now, and I'm putting it in the comments. So you'll have to scroll through the comments to find it, but it says register for the Fitting Florets special. Although, yeah, there it goes. Okay, so that's all good. But now let me show you some things that we're gonna make with this tonight, so you can kind of see it in action. This will be a little tricky because I'm not used to having to do it upside down. Let me raise up my phone for just a little bit higher. Since, sorry, if you get motion sick easy, don't watch for a second. No, I'll get you scooted back down a little bit. You're getting a good picture of my tummy. Okay, and now we're really crooked. Let's go this way. See if that's better. All right, let's go ahead and get started on the card. That looks fairly good now. We're going to make a fancy fold card first, and we're going to use the framed and festive stamp set. Since that's on a limited time order, I thought we should maybe play with that first. So before I do that, let me get all my bits out here. Before we do that, I want to show you how these ovals kind of work together. So got three little sprigs to get out here. All right, so the way the ovals work together is, so this doesn't cut out a plain oval. It cuts out this outline, and then it cuts out the oval inside. Let's see if I have that. So on the card we're going to make, I cut it out of white first, and then I got a white frame, and then I also cut it out of blue, so now I have both a navy and a blue of this. So that's how that works. Now, if you want to mount this all on something so you're not having to deal with the two pieces, if you die cut this one, and let me actually just show you that. I'm going to go ahead and die cut it for you so you can see what I mean. I'm just going to move this stuff over, and then we'll die cut it. And let's go ahead and grab, I've got some evening evergreen, gosh, it took me a minute to think of that, cardstock, and I'm going to show you what happens with this one. Because we're not actually going to use this frame as such tonight, but I wanted you to see how it works with the other two ovals that I just showed you. So it's very fancy and pretty, you know, it kind of reminds me of kind of a nostalgic wallpaper, kind of, you know. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but that's kind of what it makes me think of. So you get this, so this one also cuts out two, like so. So you can see that. And then what I've found is that, so you could use this on something to just go around it, or you could use both of these and then put something in the middle. But what I wanted to show you was, so this oval is a really good base for these two. So this fits around here like this, and then this would fit in the middle, just to make a base for it so it's not so flimsy to work with. Does that make sense? So that's, or you could even, this one could even have just a little teeny bit of that dark blue one. I don't know if you can see it very well since they're both the same color. It can make a frame for this one too. So you can have actually lots of versatility with these oval die cuts. So I want to make sure that you saw that. I'm going to show you that actually in action, because one of the cards does that, so that you can tell how exactly that works. So we'll go ahead and make this card. This card is, I'll give you the measurements. I'm going to be looking upside down, so hopefully I'll get this straight for you. It's 7 1/4, and I scored it at, that doesn't sound right. This should be scored at 3. Let's see if that's 3. Yep, it is. So 7, I'm looking at this upside down, 7 1/4, ignore these letters, those numbers, and score it at 3, okay? Now for this one, we're going to make a card in a card, but we're going to go ahead and put down this DSP. This DSP is 4 by 5 1/4. This is one of those ones you hate taping one down that you don't see it, but we're going to use that one on a part of the card anyway, so we're good to go. Then we're going to take another piece of coordinating DSP. This is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and see. You have to put one side down, which is kind of sad because it's all so pretty. Put this side down. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for coming on. I'm glad. Welcome. So fun to have someone new pop on, and we have a friendly group here, so I'm sure some are already saying hi to you because we're just like that. So we've got this one. Then we're putting a card inside a card. So this one is, I think this is, okay, 6 1/2, and I scored it at 3 1/4. Now, if you purchase the bundle for the suite from me, I will send you this class for free. So you get 3 projects, and you'll get a PDF tutorial if you purchase this from me. So this goes inside like this. That is if you get in on the special tonight. And I did put that link. If you're new, if you're just jumping on, I put that link in the comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, because I'll upload this to YouTube after I do my Facebook Live, I will put it in the more. You have to look into the little, whoops, did I do that right? Yeah, I think I did. The little caret pointing down, and that's where I'll have the link to my special that's going on. So this goes here, and then this one goes here. And this white piece is 3 by 4, and this piece is 3 by 4. So let's go ahead and get that going. So I have a lot of designer series paper on this card, and I did that on purpose so you could see how beautiful they are all together. Then we're going to go like this, like this. Isn't that pretty? A pretty combination. I was really pleased with it. Now you could use Tombow on this. Usually I do use Tombow. But for the sake of not wanting to take too long with my card, and I see I got my piece crooked, but oh well, we're going to go with it. Kind of centered like that, and then this will go like this. So there we have it like that. And then let's go ahead and get the greetings on it. Let's grab the white one, and we need the blue frame, and we're going to actually just use the white. We're going to do this like this. So let me grab, and this I am probably going to put a little bit of Tombow on. It just makes it a little bit easier to do it. Tombow can be your best friend, and it can be your worst enemy when you're making cards. Hi, Christy. Oh, fun. You're on. Hi, Fran. Hi, Shirley. Oh, thanks, Shirley. You guys are the best. Okay, so I'm putting on, I haven't seen Christy for a while. She's, not that I see her in person, but she's almost always online with me. She's been visiting her family in California for quite a few weeks. They hadn't seen them all during COVID, and it's been a long haul since they've seen their family, so they have been in California, and I haven't seen her online. Okay, so we're going to just get this frame glued down here, and then this will go in the middle of this. And I'm going to have to remember to turn it right side up for you, but right now I have to have it towards me so I don't mess it up. Okay, we're going to make this a Christmas card, so I'm going to grab the Night of Navy ink, and then the stamp that says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." I'm sorry, I'm upside down. I'll turn it around just as soon as I get it stamped. They took away the icon, the little tool that lets me turn it right side up and have you look at it the same way I'm looking at it. I'm going to stamp this kind of towards the top of this oval like that. And then I want to clean my pad, or clean my stamp on my ink pad. Cleaner, my Simply Chamois, Simply Chamois, something like that. Just so I don't get ink on anything else. Then I'm going to use one of the stamps from the bundle. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to use this one. This little sprig right here. So we're going to grab some scrap paper and we're going to stamp that in Night of Navy. And when you stamp in water-based inks, which all of our main color families are water-based, that's not very good. Well, darn, that's not very good either. Let me clean my stamp. You can use your blends, your alcohol blends markers is what I did with this too. There must be something under this. Okay, let's do something else. Let me get my sheet out here. I've stamped this multiple times, even in the past couple days, and never had any problems. But you know, it's Facebook Live, so everything goes wacky. There we go. Finally. I'm so glad to have company. Hi, Kathy. Yay. It's so nice to have company tonight. Thanks, everybody, for spending some time with me. So we're going to use a polished pink, the dark marker. Polished pink, dark, yeah, dark polished pink for these little berries because, you know, as you can see, our card has got polished pink on these berries. So I was kind of trying to mimic what was in the, let's get rid of that messy thing, what was in the paper. So I found that just actually kind of making a straight line into these berries was kind of the best way to color them, because they're kind of tiny, like so. So that's Night of Navy ink with a polished pink blends marker. And just for the sake of time, I have already done that for you, and I have die cut 3 of those. And I'll show you how we're going to finish up our card. So with those 3, I don't think I can do this upside down either, because for you to be right side up, I have to be upside down. So otherwise, I'm doing it upside down, but I'll turn it around just as soon as I get it fixed for you so you can see it. So I'm going to take these little berries and I'm just going to attach 2 of them. Let's see, let's use just a mini glue dot. So I'm just going to take a mini glue dot. Oh, you know, how's your day been? My day has been very challenging. I shouldn't probably tell you this whole sob story, but I probably will. I had a website built. We need this to be kind of in the middle. Several years ago. And I just was so busy, you know, it was right before the pandemic started. And I was so busy trying to keep my in-person business going, because at that time I was only in person. I didn't have anything going online. I just didn't have time to go in and finish it and get everything working properly. I'm going to take a mini Stampin' Dimensional for this 3rd one, and we're going to stick that right in the middle of these 3. Kind of like so. And I'm going to put it just a little bit higher. So you've got that with your Merry Christmas, and then we're going to put a bow on, and then we'll put some sparkle on it and finish it up. So anyway, I've been paying for it this whole time. So I went in about a week or 10 days ago to finish it up and get it published so people can find me and use it. And I couldn't get into it. So long story long, I called the host company and they said it had malware on it, which I hadn't even published it, so I didn't really know how it could have malware on it. This is Sweet Sorbet Metallic Ribbon. I thought, you know, even though this is polished pink, I thought it was okay. Anyway, so they said it had malware on it, and I thought they should have been protecting it from malware. And they said, well, no, I hadn't paid them for protection, even though I paid them a boatload of money just last February. And we're going to stick a little bow on the end of this. Little Merry Christmas. Anyway, long story longer, they weren't going to fix it for less than $140, and one quote was $700. So I've been a little bit frantic because I didn't think I should have to pay that much. So I got a hold of a lady that I know was Stampin' Up, and she designs blogs. Her name is Amy Salona. If anybody needs a blog, you need to call her. And bless her heart, she stayed on with me for about 2 hours. She even helped me talk to the tech people on my hosting site. She got the malware off of it. She got it all back and running. And I'll be moving to her hosting. I can't do it right away because I've already paid them. But the reason I'm telling you that is because I had all this, thought I would have plenty of time to get ready for my Facebook Live. And I mean, I had everything created. I did that several days ago. Here we go. Sorry, I turned it back the wrong way. And so I'll be moving my website to her, but the good news is that she said she can come in and help me get it set up while I'm having to host with them because I've already paid for it. But anyway, so it's up and coming. You'll be seeing as soon as I get it live, I'll be letting you know. So we're going to put a little rhinestone up here. And let's put maybe a big one here. And then let's put some tiny... There's nothing better than Stampin' Up! Basic rhinestones. I just feel like... I'm not going to actually put these on the edges of the berries, but I'm going to make sure each little sprig has some bling on it. Anyway, I'll have my blog up and running, I think, within the week. So, or very soon. Amy's going to help me, and we're going to get it up. And I knocked them down to, I argued them down to $70 to put security on my website. So hopefully that's not going to happen again. Okay, so there's our Merry Little Christmas card. Our fun fold goes like this. And again, if you purchase this, the new suite from me, I will give you this workshop. So I'll have all the card supplies for you and the box supplies, and I'll give you the PDF. Okay, so now we've got that one. So, thank you for the hearts, you guys. You're just the sweetest. I love all of you. Now we're going to make another little card. This was my swap card. I belong to a leaders group in Stampin' Up, and I'm trying not to cry because you guys are just so sweet. It's just been a day. You know, one of those days where you feel like everything's working against you. And then to come on and have everybody be, oh, we like your cards. We think that's really pretty. That's just really, really nice for me after this day, because we all have these days. All right, so we're going to take some more of this beautiful BSP. And we're going to use this plaid, which is my favorite. I'll probably have to do this towards me too, and then I'll turn it around to you. And this is actually going to go like this, and then this BSP is going to go like this. So I think how I did it was, I think what I did is I put the glue on this side of the paper. But anyway, you know, it's just good to have friends. Even friends that a lot of you I've never met in person, but you really are so good by watching, and some of you purchase classes from me, and some of you just support me online by liking you always comment on what I'm showing on my Facebook page. All of that just really makes doing this worthwhile. I just want you to know that, and I don't take you for granted at all. Okay, we're going to do this. I know I'm upside down. I'm so sorry. Hopefully Facebook will have that back working the way it's supposed to next week. So I will let you help me make a choice because my original card has the evening evergreen window pane ribbon, and I cannot find it in my stamp room. I just had it yesterday and I can't find it. So we need a different ribbon. So we can use either this one across here, or we also could use this one. I had to grab it because I thought I had one already open, but I didn't. So, or we could use the white organdy. Go across like this with the glitter. Do you want to wait and see what else we're going to put on it before we decide on the ribbon? Let's do that. And then you can be thinking about this. I'll leave this here so you can see it. And then we'll getting that where you can, hopefully you can kind of see it. It's not cooperating, of course. It'll be like this, or it'd be like this. Just gonna let that sit for a minute and we'll go ahead and finish the rest of the card. So this card I went ahead and used, I can't think of it. Sweet sorbet, got it in my hand. Because since I made it Christmassy, I wanted to use kind of a red with the green. So we're gonna do May this season, oh, that's not the one I want. I want May this season be filled with peace and joy. So the framed and festive set is the one that has, this is what I want, that has the Christmas greetings in it. So that's what I wanted. Grab a block here. So that's why they're offering it as a special right now, obviously. And I'm sure that's why they're not reissuing the stamp set, because it's seasonal. But it has a lot of nice sayings. I know I'm a little bit anal about this, but I have to have my blocks go on straight, or I feel like I don't stamp them straight. So let me take my May the season be filled with peace and joy, and we're gonna actually just fill up the whole oval. Okay, so this is gonna go like this, if that helps you with the ribbon. Okay, yes, you can purchase a PDF. I'll send out something via email. Yes, I'm happy to let you purchase it. I've had other requests for that too, but yes, definitely you can. So that brings me to another thing. If you're new to me, make sure you've signed up for my email list, because without having my blog up and going, all the communication that comes from me comes through email. So I'm gonna quick put my information to sign up for my email. And plus, right now I'm doing the 12 weeks of Christmas. And so everybody that's on my email list gets my 12 weeks of Christmas projects every single week for free. They get my tutorial for free. So I just now put in the comments where you can subscribe to my newsletter, so you can always stay with what's going on with me and my stuff. Okay, so we've got that. Then we're going to put some, I have an evergreen sprig cut, but it seems to have disappeared. So hang on, I'm looking for it. This little sprig that I already cut out, so I wouldn't be taking time doing it while you're watching. Okay, I see one. We'll grab that. I'm not sure it's supposed to be for this card or not, but we're gonna go with it. So I need to turn this back around. And then this is going to go like this. Let me show you. So this is going to go like this, and then we're going to have a bow at the bottom of it. So do you think the bow should be white, the white glittered organdy, or do you think the green, the evening evergreen? Okay, while you're deciding that, you put that in the comments, please, and which one you like the best. And let's see, I'm trying to look at your comments. Kay likes green. I'm thinking green too because it's going to be against this white. So I think that's what we'll do. Let me go ahead and finish this so I can actually look at it. I'm sure this is probably giving you some kind of sight issues because this is all going the right way for you and this is all going upside down. So hopefully next week it'll be back to normal. I've lived through enough of these changes to know that if I wait it out, they usually return all the tools that they take away while they're changing stuff. So I'm going to put this down here kind of a little bit to my left as I'm looking at it. Then we're going to take that green sprig. I think this needs to be maybe up just a touch. You can move things if you kind of pull very gently and slowly. If you're just kind of moving them for the first time, you can usually move them. I needed that to be a little bit higher because the bow is going to go down here. I think it needs to be over just a touch. Okay, and then I'm going to take some mini glue dots. If I can find them. I just had them, didn't I? I had them 1 second ago. Hang on, I'm looking for them. Here they are. So I found, you could use self-adhesive sheets to run these dies, especially if you want the whole thing to go stick down completely. I didn't really want this to stick down completely because it's going to be on 2 different layers, as in the bottom layer, this layer is going to be lifted up with the dimensional, and then the tip of it is not going to be on dimensional. So I didn't really want the ends of it all glued down tight because then it would have smashed my branches into the card, and I didn't think that would look very good, so I didn't want to do it like that. But let's see how this is going to go. If I need one more, maybe one more right here. The other thing I want to have built on my site is so that people can buy my PDFs and I can load them there once, and then they always know where they are and they can purchase them. They know where to find them. Okay, so I'm going to put this kind of going off to the side a little bit, like so. Then we'll go ahead and take the green ribbon. I'll show you my card with the window pane ribbon, which I really liked a lot, but who knows? I mean, and honestly, my craft room is in pretty good shape. It's not even all that messed up. It's not cluttered. There's not bunches of projects piled up. So I don't know. Who knows how these things happen. Sometimes I even look through my wastebasket to see if I've accidentally, absent-mindedly thrown something away. Okay, so I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. Like so. Okay. Okay, let me get this mini glue dot. Get this through here. And then we're going to take some gems. Going to take our basic red rhinestones. We'll get this out of the way. Get our glue dot out of the way. Now I can turn it back towards you because I can do this without having it face me. And we'll put some gems right on the edges of the these berries, because these are little berries right on the end of this little branch. So just putting these little red rhinestones. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them? They're kind of showing up. Not great though. I'll put more on. There's another berry. Here's a berry. And I think there's one more. Yeah, one more. So, actually two more. But this one's kind of covered up by the... So there you go. Can you see the jewels a little better? Okay, so there's our second card. I'll put that down when I get the box out. So let me get out the box. Oh, before I do that, I did want to show you that third die too. I'm not making a card with it, but I wanted to show you that round die with the hearts. So this round oval, I cut that one out of Evening Evergreen. I didn't assemble this so you could see what I did. So that's Evening Evergreen. I popped that on. We can just do that now actually, so it's not moving around, on a piece of polished pink. And then that pops through those little hearts I'll show. And then this is one of those flowers. I'll turn this around for you. We're not going to make a complete card with this, but I just wanted to show you how that oval works, so you could see how that works. And then this is one of those flowers that the dies cut out from the paper. So this is from the DSP. So I'll probably just put a greeting that goes this way, and I'll set the flowers on top of that, and maybe a bow or maybe some gems, and that card is done. Okay, so that's those two. So let me bring you my box. So this box, I do craft fairs usually. I'm not sure about this year if I can fit it in or not, but I go to Dollar Tree and I find things that I can make gifts out of, because people at craft fairs are generally looking for gifts. So I found, let me show you what I found. I found these. These are bath balls, bath bombs, and they're individually packaged. I don't know how much you can see that, but they have a little cellophane packing around them, or plastic. So I made a box for these, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Hang on, let me get my board. So, I'm sorry, this is going to be upside down. Well, maybe I can do it. I'll try it. I'll see if I can go upside down towards you. See if I can get in. Nope, I'm not in that screen. So let me go this way. This is called Simply Scored tool. This is here, let me turn this towards you. This is 5 by 6 1/4, and I'm going to score each side at 1 1/4. So I'm going to have to move this for a minute. So 1 1/4 is here. I know it's upside down to you. I'm so sorry. I get so frustrated that Facebook does this to me. 1 1/4 all the way around, like this. Keep moving that so it's not upside down to you, like that. And then for the lid, that's going to be the base of our box. And then for the lid, this one is 4 by, and I'm using pattern paper for this, 4 by 5 1/4. And then you're going to score each side at 3/4. So I'm going to move this. I'll just move this over here for now, so you can still see it. Okay, I'm sorry this is upside down, but I'm going to use the larger end of my scoring tool. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take some Post-it notes, and so to make this just slightly, the teensy weensy bigger than the measurements. So I'm going to score this at 3/4. How did I do this? Never mind. We're just going to go straight. It'll be okay. I'll show you what to do to make it fit. So it'll be 3/4 around the whole way. 3/4 and 3/4. Had I known Facebook wasn't going to have that link fixed or for me to go right side up, I would have had all this done for you, but I wanted to show you on the scoreboard. So when you get done with it, then we're going to go ahead and cut in these sides. Here, I'll put these for you to see, so you can see these. Can you see those? Okay, looks like you can see them. Okay, so now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut along those score lines. Just going to notch them out. How many of you make boxes in 3D? Hi, Donna, you did just order it? Wonder, oh yeah, I agree, Short. So both Evening Evergreen and, I never can say this, Silhouettes, no, Sweet Succulent, is that it? I don't know. That doesn't sound right yet. But those two greens, and they're beautiful together, and they're beautiful with other colors. So once you've notched this out, you want to just do a little trimming also on the very edges so that just a little bit. I'm just going from the end of the paper up to the score line, like so. Okay, and like this, like so, okay? Then we're gonna do the same thing to the bottom. We'll just do all of our cutting right now. So I'm gonna come across like this. I didn't want to have this done ahead of time because if you're trying to make a box and you're not really comfortable making a box, I hated 3D. I had one of my best stamping friends, she loved doing 3D, so when we'd spend a day together stamping, she'd bring over all these intricate projects, and I made them with her because she led me through it and showed me. But otherwise, I just did cards for a lot of years. But I found my way into liking making little gifts for people, and so I started doing quite a bit more 3D, even to the point now where I design my own boxes. So I've come a long way from that. So let's get rid of all this stuff. And then we will put our box together. Okay. So you want to score everything really well. So take your bone folder and score. And again, this is the bottom of our box. Then, for the sake of time, if I was doing this for craft fairs, which this is a definite possible craft fair project because I got those bath bombs from the Dollar Tree. So if they still have them, this would be a really nice Christmas small gift. So that Dollar Tree is no longer $1. Did you know that? It's $1.25. Still pretty good deal. So you could give somebody, I could sell these at a craft fair for probably $4. And if I had $1.50 in materials, that would still be pretty good. Or I can make these for gifts for my friends at Christmas time. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and do the same thing to our lid. Donna, you rarely make boxes. Diane, you love boxes. Christy does too. Kay does. Oh, good. We've got good. Then hopefully this will help you guys. This will give you an idea of something you could do for a gift. If you've got a Dollar Tree, you can check it out and see if they have these at your store. Okay, so again, I would use Tombow. I would not use, although this is pretty strong, it's Seal Plus. It's very strong, but I still only really trust Tombow for craft fair projects because I have to, you know, put them in a tote. They have to be pretty sturdy. And then what I'm doing is I'm just turning this corner in so I have a clean edge on the side. Again, this corner going under the long flap like so, and this one like so. Okay, now we'll take our, we're gonna go ahead and open these guys, and we're gonna put them in our box. So this does, however, have a self-adhesive closure on the top. So there are 6 in here, and I'm going to put them all 6. So you can start to see why I used pink for my box top, even though it's Christmas. So, and we are going to make this Christmassy. I'll show you. I got other colors. So you just have to, when you don't have the lid, oh, of course, now this is going to give me a problem. What the heck? Well, I made one earlier. I don't know. It works because I did it. So we're just going to switch boxes. When I was trying to score in a hurry, I might have gone an eighth too long or too short. So there we go. My measurements are right, though. I know that. So I'm glad I made it extra. So that's ready. And then we're going to take some of our DSP. And I've done some of the coloring already. So I'm going to grab, this is Sweet Sorbet Dark. And I'll just finish coloring a couple of the berries. Like so. Again, if you're a customer, not a demonstrator, this goes live tomorrow for customers, and I do not expect the paper and the gems to last very long. The stamp set, I don't know about. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay, I haven't done this color combination yet, so we might decide that I shouldn't have colored the berries. We'll see. I'll show you the other one I made, but I thought, well, we maybe should make it pink because the bath bombs are pink. So we're just going to, but this is a pretty easy box. Anybody can make this box. It's not hard to make it once you have the directions. Okay, and so I'm just making a belly band for it. This is 1/2 by 12, and as you can see, it probably doesn't really need to be 12. It could be a little bit shorter. So we'll cut it off just a touch, and then we'll wrap this around, and for this I'm going to use tear and tape. It's a little bit stronger yet. So when I do this, I put tear and tape across the bottom like so, and that's going to go too far. Oh well, you get the idea. And then we'll just, well, it doesn't want to lift up. Sometimes it doesn't want to lift up. We'll go across like this. I'm kind of peeling back that tear and tape. Pulling it off so it's not sticky on the bottom. Okay, so now we've got this. You're probably wondering, I don't know if that's going to come together. And you might be right. I don't know if it is going to come together. Let's try. We're going to have this for our, we do have to do a little stamping. So let's do some of the stamping. See, I think it's going to be okay. We'll see what we think. I'll show you version 1 and version 2, and we'll see what you think. So let's get our greeting on this one. This one is the 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. Let me grab that Sweet Sorbet ink. We've already had it, so it should be here. Here it is. And we're going to stamp. I didn't actually finish this one, so that's why I'm saying I don't know about my color combination. I finished my first one. We're going to go this direction though, because this is going to go to the side. Okay, and since I'm stamping water-based ink on colored cardstock, I'm gonna let it sink in just a second longer. And that's pretty good. Good with that. Okay. Then we're gonna wrap some ribbon around it. This time we're going to use, we're gonna go back to our metallic ribbon and we're going to go across like this. So we're bringing the pink back in. And we have a little more stamping to do on this, but we'll do that after we've got our box together. So I don't need that big of a bow. We'll see if I can do this with the ribbon still on the spool. Is there no sound, Kay? Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? No? You have sound in Wisconsin? Okay. I'm going to assume you can hear me. Let me turn on my iPad and see if I can hear you. I'm going to assume you can hear me. Yep, I can hear myself. So let me turn this back down. Okay, maybe you moved something on your phone by any chance? Let me know if... Oh, this needs to be a little bit longer. I don't know. I might end up taking this belly band off because right now it's kind of bothering my senses. Because we've got that poppy parade or the sweet sorbet against the pink. So I'm not 100% sold on it. Let's do this. Oh, shoot. Tying a bow is one thing, and then tying a bow around a box is altogether another thing. But we'll get her done. If I can't get it this time, I'll tie it in a knot, and then I'll do it that way. Okay, it's on, it's loose, but we're going to call it okay. Okay, so... Okay, then... we're going to, as I was telling you before, we're going to go ahead and glue this oval down on the other oval to give ourselves a frame. Let me grab my Tombow again. I'll put this towards you so it looks like it's facing you. And then we'll go ahead and glue this. Well, I'm glad some of you have ordered this because I think you'll really enjoy it. I've had fun creating with it. And it'll be in the spring mini catalog. The bundle will be. The Christmas stamp set and the DSP and the gems won't be in the Christmas stamp set. I mean, they won't carry into the mini catalog. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. And I'm going to make this one be flat instead of popped up. Okay, like so. And then we're going to do a little stamping. I think this would have been okay if I didn't color the berries, but oh well. I'll show you my other one when we get that far. And we can see what we think. So let me go ahead and we're going to do a little more stamping. We're going to take this stamp. Looks like I've taken it out already. So this stamp, this sprig, and I'm going to stamp that in, I think I'm going to stamp that in Evening Evergreen. And then we'll do a little coloring. It won't take me too long to color it. Thanks for hanging in with me, guys. It's been quite the day, and you have made my day so much nicer. So I'm going to grab Evening Evergreen. I'm going to stamp this guy like so. Then we're going to do a little coloring with Blends markers. I'm going to get out my I'm going to get out Char's colors. So I'm getting out Dark Evening Evergreen. Yeah, Dark Evening Evergreen, and I've got Soft, Succulent, Dark, and Light. So let's do, I think I'm going to start with my lightest one. I'm going to kind of experiment here for a minute. This is my lightest one. And you can see there's some of the softer colors up in that poppy strip. Well, sweet sorbet strip that we colored. And let me take, I won't spend too much time. This is a dark soft succulent, and then I'll do a little bit more. That's probably actually plenty dark. So I don't think I'll add in the Evening Evergreen. And I'll do a little bit of blending. Okay, I'm gonna color fast. So this won't be the best coloring you've ever seen. But we've had very nice days here in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's been like low 70s for the weekend, and today was beautiful. We could use some moisture. Okay, let's do just a little bit of shading, not too much. I'm not going to be too careful about this, so it's going to look like that, I'm sure. Go back with this. Then we'll die cut this, and then we'll put some gems on it, and then I've got 2 projects made for a craft fair if I do it, or gifts for Christmas, one of the 2. I did buy out all those bath bombs at my local Dollar Tree. Actually, we have 2 that are pretty close to me. I need to die cut this. I'm going to die cut it off screen just to save a little time for moving everything. Okay. Okay, got it die cut. Then we're going to put this there. And then we're going to get out some leaves that I already did die cut. And the way I did this, I have to turn it towards me for a minute. If you hear my dog fussing in the back, he thinks it's time for his dinner. Let's see, I put these 2 next to each other with the mini glue dot. He's like, where is my dinner? I'm hungry. My husband goes to hear a jazz group on Monday nights, and I'm usually home by myself. Jazz is not my favorite music. I'm a classical musician. I played piano and I taught choral music all of my life. All my, my real life, my other job before I started doing this job. I started doing this job not as a job, but for therapy. Okay, so we're going to stick this on. Let's get some dimensionals here. But maybe this will give you a gift idea. And you know what? Even if you don't have the Dollar Tree those little gift bombs. I bet this would hold those Ferrero Rocher candies. Those, or are those the ones that are the round ones? I bet they'd fit in here pretty well too. I don't have any here. I would have checked it for you before I came on tonight. Going to just go ahead and stick this here. So that's going to bring in our berries. So maybe we're going to be okay once all gets said and done. I'm going to break this like so. Oops, oops, oops. Kind of covering up my words here. Let me redo this. I'm trying to do it halfway towards you. I just have to face myself. I'll leave you guys in the upside down. Okay, let's get this on. Now, I'm going to just stick this onto the belly band. So I'm going to be careful where I put my dimensionals because I want the whole thing to slide off. And my bow is coming undone, but you get the idea. Oh, it's been a day, but at least I got my website secured from malware. And my friend Amy took care of that for me. So I can get my blog going eventually, but it wasn't the way I thought the day would go. So we're going to stick this on like this. And then let's use some of those gems that come with the suite, those sweet little gold swirls. Let's get those out. And let's use those. You tell your husbands that stamping is cheaper than therapy. Yes, it is cheaper than therapy. Beautiful in North Carolina, drizzling. Pam, you're having a good day. You know, seriously, I'm not kidding when I say when I was teaching, this was my therapy. And my husband was so thrilled that I had something to do that was not just working at school. Because I taught, trying to look at my sample, do this upside down. I taught 5 choirs. They were all select choirs except for one. And during Christmas, I could have 30 performances. It wasn't completely unusual. Let's see, trying to go. How should I do this one? Again, I don't know what this is going to look like, what this is looking like to you. I should just look at the video and see what it's looking like since I'm upside down. So there you have our box, our bath bomb box. Again, I think you could use, and here was my one, I did different paper on this one. And I had the pink on top because the bath bombs are pink. You know, it kind of goes with that whole pink vibe of the bath bombs. But, so I don't know. What do you like the pink lid or do you like the green lid? This is what it looks like. And then this one I used soft succulent. This one I used evening evergreen. But they look pretty together too. I think they look pretty. So those are our projects. Again, if you would like to, oh, thank you. You like both? Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you so much. So those are my cards. I'm trying to do this to keep it in your vision and get it and not make it upside down. So if you're following my email list, just a reminder that I will be live again Wednesday night at 6:30 with another 12 Weeks of Christmas project. It's another gift project. So it's a little box as well. And these are our 3 projects. If you order this suite from me, you will get these, one of each of these, all the supplies for these for free, and plus the PDF file. Those of you that are asking about the PDF file, I will make it available through my email. So just make sure you're signed up for my list. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was helpful. I like the pink decor. Yeah, I know, Donna. I'm thinking that too. That's why I changed it. So that when people opened it, they had the pink showing. But anyway, I don't know. Let me bring you back up here so I can see you face to face to say goodnight. And thank you again for spending your time with me. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. And thanks so much for spending your time with me. I hope I was helpful and hope I gave you some information that you can use for inspiration. And I hope to see you Wednesday night, 6:30, same place. See you then. Bye-bye. Thank you. You have to go outside. Come on. I was busy. You have to go outside. Get going. You are a pain in the butt. Uh-oh, this didn't finish. Whoops! Well, sorry about that. I'm going to close it up now. I thought I pushed finish. Bye, everybody.